Gap closer, whatever the opposite is, or weirding is going to give her some distance, right, where she can play around him really well. And in team fights and in side lanes, the Swain is constantly going to be a potential collapse target. How bad of a position this is, and also a never move's going to land here onto Faker as well. Level 1 is Wei.
Oh yeah, Wei going to have to flash that one. Oh no, it's game 1 all over again.
Unacceptable.
Absolute disaster.
Man. Like, that's a facepalm.
Not the rule.
Yes.
As is Austin Powers, I think also to a certain extent, but it's a little bit different. As okay, Smash diving on forward. Carrier is going to look for Doctor, doesn't quite get it. Good flash out, but they do manage to get the summoner spell in trade for just Carrier's 2 summoner spells. Cuz going to be taking down this dragon though, as the grubs are collected on the top side.
So it's a trade of grubs for dragon, but also they have this dive set up here potentially with Owner. No wave though just yet, so that's going to be enough time to crash, or before this crashes for them to get away, but it means they're going to lose farm. BDD wants to come over here and make an impact.
Oh, okay. Well, Wei is going to get back to the turret because Doctor, he can teleport in. They do manage to claim themselves a plate. As Wei now wanting to. Going to cancel his back as the grubs do spawn. Means he won't be able to reset in time to get over here if they do want to fight this. Equalizer could be important as Wind becomes lightning, not going to connect. Neither does the Never Move, but the hook is going to be there. They do get on top of Carrier, who does get the quickness off. Smash taking a lot of damage. Grand Starfall does bring him in. The Demon Flare available for BDD is Cuz staying alive for so long. Doesn't have flash though, so he is going to die. BDD just trying to do his best to get a kill anywhere, and it straight up doesn't work. That was a complete collapse from KT, and T1 should be able to grab themselves some extra grubs.
They're making it look like he's made a mistake, and he actually sets up with the fake out into the re-engage there from Owner. So beautifully, pops his ult as well. Even going to get a demolish proc on the mid turret, and then go with his Lover's Duel back to base. Areas, you know, he's definitely feeling very good about himself here in this third and final game. It's just bugged because they have 2 feats of strength, right, on the objectives.
All right, yeah, so they have to have got all.
Yeah, they have to get all 6.
That's the 2 that they managed to get. This is going to be feats of strength if they do manage to secure this. KT have information. Mega Inferno Bomb could actually just be thrown in to see whether he can steal it away, but they don't have the information. There it goes. Doctor was waiting for it, but waiting a little bit too long.
He's just juggling.
Yeah. Maybe this is the time, right? Like, a Rylai's is complete, like BDD has got some utility. Really does need Leandries and a bit of extra damage before he's really a threat. But he's in the top lane. Faker is moving down. T1 just have so much damage if they do decide to turn, and they have decided to turn. In comes Doran, looking for that equalizer angle as public execution as they dive in on top of Faker. Can they actually kill him though? The answer is yes, but they'll lose their Nautilus for it. Cuz has that Crescent Guard. BDD just trying to get this Demon Flare to do some more damage. It does do a fair bit off the back end as Cuz locks down the Rift Herald, and that was a better fight for KT.
Yeah, that was, you know, you could start to see some of the Swain value in those types of extended exchanges. Like, we'll be able to stop this back as well. Oh, maybe not.
Flashing on top of BDD. The Never Move does connect, but he doesn't want to bring him closer. There's the Sith Lightning! And BDD grabs the solo. Or Doran dies.
And Doctom's got flash, so a little bit safer. He's going to clear this wave out.
Yeah, Owner does get some shoes together as well. His Merc Treads are allowing him to book it down towards this dragon fight. Doctom and Wei in the Banana Brush. We know Banana Brush control, so incredibly powerful.
Owner wants to ult the backline, but he also wants to stay close to the dragon so he can secure that smite.
Yeah, there's the Never Move as Faker takes the turret on the top side, immediately teleports in, is now perfect. He's going to spot the Grand Starfall. That means that Owner going to be moved out of the way of the equalizer as well, not in position. As KT, they regroup, perfect on that flank angle, wants that public execution. And T1, they do not want to risk it. I think that's smart. Vision of Empire does give vision. As Cuz almost just blows up. Mega Inferno Bomb avoided by everyone.
Yeah, that was kind of the saddest Ziggs I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was not a great one.
But that's just another turret here for T1. So yeah, T1 made the right call. Don't take a bad fight there. Just simply back away. It's only second dragon here for KT Rolster. It's not sole point. Like, I can't actually isolate a target here. KT will trade a turret back, which is nice.
Yeah, it was perfect, like being able to spot the Grand Starfall before the icon actually happened on the ground, right? Because otherwise,
it's pretty unlikely.
It is actually Earth, Wind, and Fire, though. I love that.
Doran's going to get another turret here. I don't think there's any way to answer. Perfect has TP, but isn't going to opt into it. And so that's just going to be More gold in the Rumble's pocket, which is pushing him closer to that Void Staff. Likely could be a Crypt Bloom, but make Mooney upset, so I hope it's a Void Staff in this situation, especially considering the MR that's been built up here by his opposition. Perfect having that Maw online now for the side lane matchups, where like they did with those turrets last time around. If it's KT having to get to the fight second and show up, their engages aren't necessarily as robust. They're more strong defensively.
Oh, Wei is going to find Owner here. Just puts up the door, or the shield. And Cuz is going to go in. Doran not going to overcommit to this one, or is he? Equalizer goes down. It's on to BDD and Cuz, and now Carrier looks for the opportunity, gets into that backline. The Ziggs explodes. The entire bottom lane is just already dead. BDD doing a fair bit of work, but it is not enough. Cuz trying to stay alive. The flash does not work. And T1 will wipe the floor with KT.
Yeah, you know, there's very rarely when you make a color point where you're like, I don't know if they should ever really be the ones to attack when they don't know what's going on. It's very rarely a more picturesque example of something.
Yeah.
Owner and Carrier. Otacon is being taken in live by T1 after this wipe. And like I mentioned before, yeah, BDD, he stays in the thick of things for a long time. He's very difficult to kill, but as they kind of front to back this, as the rest of the team gets peeled apart.
And I just think that it is not going to work. Doctor, I'm going to turn up with Baroned up minions. They do survive for a whole lot longer than they have any right to, as now BDD is just going to get ulted by Faker. Doesn't quite find the combo, as the equalizer is also a little bit weird when there is a flash up and available. Carrier just going in because he can.
I mean, Carrier is teaching KT Rolster a lesson.
Yeah.
Like with some of these baits he's set up, some of these moments where it looks like he's caught, and he's like, no, you're locked in here with me.
And it was so face up as well. They managed to get it, you know, second round on blue side.
T1 just have so many different options, and there's no risk really because they have wings. You know, they're sitting here going, well,
yeah.
You know, if you wanna try to collapse on us, if you kill someone in the side, like that doesn't matter. Can you win a dragon fight against us? We have, you know, the ability to just rejoin. Like, you can't win a dragon fight because we have Baron buff also. Like, there's just no losing.
There's another equalizer that comes down as Doctom is going to flash into Faker and just pop like a balloon. Faker just bouncing around his ultimate, looking absolutely cool while he does so. And T1, they just kill 3. And they're able to move even further forward. Perfect has decided that he just wants to try and take whatever they can. But I think he's going to be required back home because there is an invasion as T1 look to take down their first inhibitor of the game and look for even more. Maybe they're just done with this game as Doran is just flashing on top of BDD, who just dies. Oh my god, Perfect. Maybe he shouldn't have come home. Maybe he should have actually stayed in the top lane because this game is over. Nexus Turret 1 is going to go down. Nexus Turret 2 is surely to follow. And Wei, yeah, he spent a little bit of time outside of the fountain, but I think he wants back in. Please end his misery, and T1 will acquiesce. That is the Game 3 victory.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.